It's Dr. Rick here again with another COVID vaccination update. The good news is that we now have 5 vaccination sites across Tameside and Glossop, all up and running, and the majority of our patients aged over 80 have already been vaccinated, and also a fair number of our health and social care staff as well. Things are moving in the right direction. I was lucky enough to be at the COVID Vaccination Centre in Mosley on Tuesday, and I was about to give a vaccination to a gentleman aged 95 when he stopped me. He looked me in the eyes and he said to me, "Thank you. It's not often that people like me are allowed to go first in the queue." And that really kind of struck home to me. We all know that the COVID vaccination schedule is based on hard science, so the people most at risk go first and get the jab first. But it's also based, in my mind, on kindness and respect. There were so many people at that vaccination site yesterday working really hard to get that gentleman at the front of the queue. There were friends and there were neighbours and the relatives and the volunteer drivers. There were the vaccinators, the doctors, nurses and pharmacists, and even the person running backwards and forwards to the shop to get sandwiches and drinks for the staff. And when we were vaccinating, we were listening to so many stories of these people over the last 8 months. The people who've been in lockdown, in isolation, they told stories of personal sacrifice and missing their grandchildren's christenings or their friends' funerals and long, long hours and hours of loneliness. They've got an awful lot to deal with. The atmosphere at the vaccination centre was, of course, all light and positive at all times, and in some respects I felt it really had to be. For many of these people who have hardly been out of their houses, most of their interactions, if not with very close family, is with NHS and care staff, and we were doing the NHS and the care staff systems really proud. During the clinic, I don't think I've ever received so much thanks and best wishes. And I think some of that was due to the fact we were giving a vaccine that was going to give people's lives back and make them safe. But also I think it was because we were taking people like this gentleman, aged 95, who don't normally have the right to be in any queue, right to the front. It was an amazing day. And the NHS and the local authority and what they're doing for the people of Tameside and Glossop are truly amazing.